Hello everybody, I'm Revegelance, and since I've been promising to give you my movie list of 2010, all the movies I've seen that year, and, well, tomorrow is the Academy Awards, so I figured now is as good a time as any. Finally getting around to it. So, I can't dwell too much on any of the movies because, well, there's 76 of them. This list will take forever if I talk about every single movie, but I might stop to talk about some of them. Well, starting from the bottom, the worst movie I saw of 2010 was Skyline. Terrible movie. And then Splice had some cool ideas, but ultimately it was just dumb and disturbing. Alice in Wonderland should have been called Mad Hatter the Movie, featuring Alice, because Mad Hatter was the main character and Alice was not, well, Alice was in it plenty, but it was just a mess. It was lame, blah. Edge of Darkness, I don't really remember the movie that well. It had Mel Gibson in it. It kind of sucked. Hot Tub Time Machine, I hated that. How Do You Know? Seems like it should have been a really cool comedy, but it was all about, it just dwelled on how terrible everybody's life is, and it wasn't funny. Extraordinary Measures wasn't a bad movie. Had some good messages in it and stuff. It was lame. Killers was okay, but Cop Out, it was funny, but also really offensive, and I didn't really care for that. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, Clash of the Titans, The Other Guys. Yeah, it was decent, I guess. Machete was fun, but meh. The Wolfman, Repo Man, The Expendables. Yeah, I didn't like The Expendables that much. It was okay, but I don't know. It was touted to be this big action movie revival thing, but with like a huge ensemble cast, when it was all just Stallone and Statham doing everything. Everybody else was just in the background, and it was like 30% action, 70% talking, so whatever. Resident Evil Afterlife, meh. The American, I liked The American more than pretty much anybody else did, because I was in the right mood for that sort of thing. It was definitely a boring movie, but it was engaging at the same time. Decent movie. Score, a hockey musical. I had fun watching it, but it was pretty lame. Shrek Forever After, speaks for itself. The Last Airbender, I didn't hate it like everybody else did, but it was nothing special. Yogi Bear, better than expected, because I was expecting a 1-star movie when it was actually a 2-star movie. Devil, stupid idea, stupid movie, but I really liked the redemption at the end. She's Out of My League. Daybreakers. I actually really liked the concept of the movie, and it was pretty good, but nothing special. Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps. Day and Night. Not Day and Night. Night and Day. Day and Night was the short in front of Toy Story 3. Well, that's not on the list because it was just a short. Night and Day is the one with Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise. And it was decent. The Town. Really good movie. I just wasn't a fan of the subject matter. Oceans, a Disney documentary about sea life. It was pretty good. A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was solid. Predators, another pretty good movie. Grown Ups. I expected that movie to be really lame and annoying, but it was the interactions between the characters really seemed real, and it seemed like they were truly having fun with that movie, and because of that, I had fun watching it. Morning Glory, it was pretty good. You Again, nice, clean fun. Life as We Know It, Despicable Me. Could have been better, but the minions, the little yellow guys, were just hilarious. Kick-Ass, Robin Hood, Megamind, Due Date, The Social Network. Yeah, I thought the movie was good, but not great. I don't think it's Oscar-worthy, but I'm sure most people would disagree with me there. Salt, Easy A, Date Night, Black Swan. Amazing movie, but I didn't like it. really disturbing, and yeah, it's kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But it was still a very well-made movie, and I don't not recommend watching it. Gunless, a nice Canadian movie with Paul Gross, so it's a fun little Western comedy. I enjoyed it. Letters to Juliet. Yes, I have a chick flick in my top 30, and it was good. What can I say? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was fun. What can I say? I had a lot of fun with that one. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Legend of the Guardians. The Owls of Ga'Hoole. The plot was nothing special, but it was just a beautiful movie. Faster. Yeah, most people would expect Faster to be lower on the list, but I liked it. It was good, it was solid, it was simple. The Next 3 Days. The Tourist. The Fighter. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. That movie, in my opinion, stands as the best video game to movie adaptation there is. Because most of them are absolutely garbage. Some of them are decent. A select few are good. And this one was actually quite good. I thought it was actually a really good movie. Dinner for Schmucks. It was hilarious. Red. Awesome ensemble cast. True Grit. Hadn't seen the original, but I liked this one. The A-Team. Speaks for itself. The Losers, which was similar to the A-Team, but there you go. Unstoppable. The only Tony Scott film I've seen that I actually liked. I'm not a fan of his cinematography style, but I found this one to be really intense and engaging. Shutter Island. Excellent movie. Hereafter. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And The Karate Kid. And now moving into my top 10. Iron Man 2. The Book of Eli. I really liked the Book of Eli. It was a great story about a man's pilgrimage to deliver the word of God to the world. And I thought that was excellent. And it's also a good action movie in a post-apocalyptic setting, starring Denzel Washington. What more could you ask for? How to Train Your Dragon, Tron Legacy, The King's Speech. And now moving into my top 5, we have The Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Excellent adaptation of my favorite Narnia book. And sure, they changed a few things, but it worked. Tangled. Despite the terrible DreamWorks-esque marketing that made it look like an awful movie, it just blew me away. Totally as good as a classic Disney picture. Number 3 is Inception. Number 2, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And for number 1, can we have a drum roll, please? Toy Story 3. Now, as for my Oscar picks, I don't have all the categories memorized, but I'll just tell you what I expect to win Best Picture, and that would be The King's Speech. Fantastic movie. I would like to see Toy Story 3 win, but I expect The King's Speech to win. So there you have it. Thank you guys for watching this, and have a good day.